You got MLB today. We do have a couple esports matches. I was able to just find one good prop for esports, and I did post that for my day one of the Latter Day Challenge on my Twitter and Instagram, along with my play of the day with Paul Skeens at 7. This is going to be a very popular play. I expect this to get bumped to 7.5. You can find some pretty good value on Underdog and Sleeper as well. On Sleeper is actually at 7.5. So you're getting some good value right now on PrizePicks, which is surprisingly. For Underdog, I was able to find a first inning strikeout. All he needs is one strikeout in that first inning. But right now on PrizePicks, this is my top play. Paul Skeens at 7. Expect that to get bumped to 7.5. So hopefully you guys get that in. Pitcher fantasy score is going to be close. It did get bumped all the way to 40. Going against the Astros is going to be a tough matchup for him, but he should get somewhere from between 6 and 8 strikeouts. I believe his Demon's at 8.5. But I do see him getting 8 strikeouts against the Astros. He might allow more than 2 runs, but I still think he's going to get a quality start. So his pitcher fantasy score, I'd rather take his pitcher strikeouts. Nathan Eovaldi will be my top one for pitcher fantasy score. I do expect him to get the win against the Cardinals. I did have his strikeouts, but they took it off the board right as I was about to submit the slip. So I was able to take him on Underdog. You can take him on Sleeper as well at 4.5. On PrizePicks, he was at 5, and they took away his line. So now they just have his Gobby and his Demon. Let's head on over to pitching outs. Yeah, Real Rodriguez was my favorite one at 14.5, but PrizePicks made him into a Gobby. So now I'm fading that. You can take it obviously as a Gobby at 14. I do have him pitching 5 innings, which gives us to 15. Luis Gil against the Phillies, 15.5. Seems a bit low for someone who can easily get to 6 innings, but he has been struggling a bit. I do see him going over 5 2/3, so this is a pretty good gamble at 15.5. At least 5 1/3. Brings us up to 16, so that's a good one, a decent one at 15.5. Let's head on over to pitcher strikeouts, where the most value is there. Tanner Bybee just got bumped. He was at 5. Zach Gallen, I will be taking him, making his debut for the Orioles. You can take his pitcher strikeouts or his fantasy. I think he's going to pitch very well, despite the struggles he does have against the Blue Jays. Zach Wheeler is always good, 6.5. Usually his line is at 7 or 7.5. Does have a tough matchup against the Yankees, but I see him getting 7. Jose Quintana, I do have him projected to get 5 against the Twins. Nick Pivetta, that's going to push. It was at 6.5 last night. I am taking Andre Payante on a separate slip. At 3, you can take that as well. I got better value on Underdog, which is at 2.5. You can most likely get it on Sleeper as well. Chris Flexen, 3. Daily Grand Fantasy does have it at 53% hit rate to go over. Paul Skeens, like I mentioned. Mitchell Parker, I did take his live prop, which is at 2 for the first 3 innings. That's very doable for Mitchell Parker against the Diamondbacks. So if you want to look at his MLB live prop, which I was able to actually find 2 for MLB live props, and Mitchell Parker is one of them. Zach Gallen is also a good one if you don't want to take his full game for the first 3 innings to get 2. Worst case scenario pushes, but he should get 3 in the first 3 innings, 1 for each inning. Mitchell Parker and Nathan Eovaldi, since he did take off his full game strikeouts, 2.5 is the next best option, or you can take his pitcher fantasy score. So mix and match, gave you plenty of props to choose from. If you want my exact same slips, the slips I run on different platforms, you can join the Discord, less than $1 a day. I do post all my slips, different platforms, as well for all sports for PrizePicks, especially early access to KBO, which we ended up the week on a perfect slip Sunday morning. Stay tuned for that for tonight. Please like, subscribe, comment. Appreciate the support. Hope you all have a great week, and see you guys in the next one.